Hey y'all, welcome to Mindful Eating Monday. I'm Melissa. I am a registered dietitian nutritionist and a registered yoga teacher here at Georgia State. Today, as we've been doing every Monday for the month of April, is our mindful eating active practice. So go ahead and grab something to eat, whether that is a meal, a snack, maybe it's breakfast for you. That's okay, no judgment. But grab something to eat as we walk through this active mindful eating practice. I will go ahead and put the pin attendance if you want to get pin credit. And I will also put the pin in the replay so you can have that. And as we get set up here, I just want to say that this is not a space for judgment. So we're not necessarily going through and saying this is good and this is bad and you need this and you need that. What we're doing is just connecting with our food and connecting with our bodies, right? Connecting with our hunger fullness cues. So if you'll notice, I do have all of the things I need to eat, right? I want to make sure that everything's in front of me. So I have my meal, I have my side meal, I have a just in case I'm still hungry, and then I have my chocolate for afterwards because I know I'm going to want something sweet. So making sure that we have things next to us that we know we're going to want is called plating, right? Instead of the bag of chocolates, I am taking what I want, what I need, and I'm putting it next to me, right? Because it's very easy to, when we have the bag, to continue eating from the bag and to mindlessly eat and not realize how much that we're actually consuming. So we call this plating, right? We want everything out in front of us. And so we'll start as we have been starting in the past is with a few deep breaths, right? So you can just take a moment to ground, take a few inhales and exhales. And if you are a person of prayer, maybe this is your time to pray and give thanks. But otherwise, I will give y'all a few moments to just connect into the body, connect to this moment and breathe. And then go ahead and take one more deep breath. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. And when you're ready, we'll begin our practice. So the first thing with mindful eating is we want to engage all of our senses, right? Engage our sense, our smell, our taste buds, our eyes. We want to engage touch. So whether that's we're touching food with our hands or with our tongue and our lips and our mouth. So just take a moment to just look at your food. Just look at it, notice the colors and the textures. I really like the color of my food today. It is, it's red, it's white, it's green, it's orange. So I really like seeing the different colors of the rainbow here. And then maybe, take your food and just give it a nice little smell. And smelling our food before we eat, it helps us get our bodies ready to digest, right? Smelling our food stimulates our vagus nerve, which stimulates that rest and digest, right? That parasympathetic nervous system. So those deep breathings, like the deep breathing that we did and smelling our food, that's really a great thing to do to slow down and to get our bodies prepared to eat. And so when you're ready, you can go ahead and grab a bite and then again, slow it down. Bring the food up to your nose. Give it a nice little smell. Notice the sensations that are happening in your mouth, right? Or as our mouth prepares for the food. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take a bite. Move the food around in your mouth. Notice the textures. Notice the flavors. Notice the sound, right? As we chew, what sound does it make? Is it smushy? Is it crunchy? What is the sound? And then when you're ready, go ahead and take another bite. Walking yourself through that process, right? Looking at our food, smelling our food, and then going ahead and taking a bite. And then you'll notice in between, I put my fork down onto my plate. Chew, right? We want to make sure we give ourselves time to chew before we pick up our forks and grab another bite. If you have handheld foods, you can always place your hand in your lap. But giving yourself time to chew, right? Sometimes when we're in a hurry, we chew our food, and before we're even finished swallowing, we're picking up our fork and getting ready for the next one. So mindful eating is going to help slow everything down so we can really enjoy, taste the flavors. And then we didn't do this at the beginning of our meal, but that's okay. We can do it now. On the hunger fullness scale, on a scale of 1 to 10, if 1 is like the most hungry I've ever been and 10 is like the most full I've ever been, if I were to do that scale right now, I would probably be in, like, if a 5 is neutral, like I'm not hungry, I'm not full. 5 is neutral. I would probably be about maybe a 4. So I'm pretty hungry, but not, to that hangry. So think about what your number is, and then we're going to reassess in a moment. And then those of you who are just joining us, yes, my name's Melissa. I'm a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and a registered yoga teacher here at Georgia State. If you would like to make an appointment with Student Nutrition Services, you can go to our link tree on this Instagram account, and you'll find a link that you can make an appointment. If any of y'all are interested, absolutely, yes. Glad you're here. Welcome. So go ahead and take a few minutes, walk through the process, right? Looking at our food, smelling our food, and then chewing. Putting our fork down, chewing fully. And then I'll give y'all a couple of moments to yourselves. I will give you some silence as y'all eat, as we eat as a community. And then know that sometimes with the silence, thoughts can kind of arise. Know that that's okay, and that's part of the process, right? It takes time to be comfortable sitting with ourselves, with our thoughts, with our food, with our body, with our hunger, fullness cues. And again, if you want to talk a little bit more about this, you can make an appointment with Student Nutrition Services. If you want to talk a little bit more about relationship with food or anything that you have in the past with food that goes a little bit beyond Student Nutrition Services, we do have the Counseling Center at Georgia State. Go ahead and check them out if that's something that you need support with. You know, we've got a lot of great resources at Georgia State. And then when it is silent, there is sometimes that reaction to want to fill the silence or to hurry up, right? See if you can resist that urge and remember to slow down, right? Take a few deep breaths, come back to the body, come back to the senses, come back to the present moment. If you feel that urge to hurry, slow it down. Engaging all the senses. And then we'll take a pause here and kind of see where we're at again. So on that scale of 1 to 10, 1 is the most hungry I've been, 10 is the most full I've ever been, and 5 is neutral. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are we at? Where are we at? I would say for me, I started at a 4, and I'm probably maybe a little closer to a 5, not quite a 5, so maybe like a 4.5. And I still have half of my plate to go. I still have my salad. I still have some fruit. So it makes sense as to why I would still, not be totally satisfied. About a 6, yeah. Okay. So if you feel satisfied, if you feel like you're, you've had enough food, you feel like you've actually eaten something, you feel satisfied, that's great. You can box up the rest of your food if you have leftovers and save it for a snack, save it for lunch, right? I hear a lot of clients, if they're like, well, this is not enough to save, I might as well just eat it. see if you can resist that urge, right? It's okay to box up 2 bites. It's okay not to finish your plate. And on the flip side, if you have finished your plate and you are still hungry, go get something else. You can, listen to your body. If you're still hungry, go grab something. Go grab a piece of fruit. Go grab, another half of a serving and see, where you're at. It's all about, connecting to you and what you need, because what's right for you and your body could be different from what's right from somebody else. And also what you need changes, right? Our body changes from day to day. We're doing different physical activity day to day, and sometimes we need more on some days, sometimes we need less. So it's all about connecting with that internal wisdom. So we are about the end of our time together. If I will repost this, go ahead and click on the link for pin attendance. It really helps us decide what programming we're gonna do. And if you're like, yes, I'm totally vibing with this, we'll continue doing it. If there's something else that you're interested in, let us know. We definitely are here to serve you and to offer you services that you feel like you would benefit from. So with that, I will let you finish the rest of your lunch, and I thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you soon. Bye.